update on Canberra Light Rail Stage 2A. See the National Library in the background, Lake Valley Griffin. It starts from Alinga Street in the city and runs to Commonwealth Park. Commonwealth Park just coming up on the left here. Two new stops have been installed, Commonwealth Park and City South. They're still doing construction work, but you can see the pylons for the station just coming up on the right. And this week they also announced Stage 2B, which confirmed the alignment as State Circle East. So that's okay. So that's the stop for Commonwealth Park. Commonwealth Park in the background there, that's where the new aquatic centre is going to be located. It's relocating from in town near Alara Street. And a lot of new residential you can see in the background there. And in the foreground you can't really see it, there's a car park which will also be residential. And this is the City South stop here. And out that window you can see where the tram turns towards the west to go along London Circuit. Okay, so you can see sort of in the foreground here is the City South stop, and just very faintly in the background the Commonwealth Park stop. And that's where the tram turns on to London Circuit. So it looks as though the metal tracks are there and go around the corner, but then they stop, and then for the next bit it's just the concrete. So that's just looking back towards Commonwealth Avenue where you can see the rails there. And then this is London Circuit. You can see just concrete at the moment. This is where they've obviously got to the end of the concrete bit, and they're still doing construction in the next section. Looks as though they're using the opportunity to also do some infrastructure works on the water system. Yeah, okay, so Icon Water, who are the local water utility, are replacing a water main, which is what we saw over the other side as well. And you can see some more concrete there, but there's gaps on either side where it's still dirt. Okay, so this is going to be the Edinburgh Avenue stop. We're over there previously. It's the stop here, and you can see the law courts in the background there. Still lots of construction on the side. Bare dirt. Right, so definitely looking like there's a bit of infrastructure work going on for the project. Yeah, looking back towards the Canberra Avenue stop, back that way. Yeah, so it's looking back towards the Edinburgh stop that's sort of over there. And yeah, definitely still a lot of earthworks. Which is closer to the Mystic Police. Lots of bits and bobs. Just a bit of a safety update. What's happening? About what's going on the construction side, which is good. Mystic Police over there, and you can see here there's definitely still earthworks. No concrete or rails yet. Looking in the direction of Northbourne Avenue, where we know the rails are, over here, over there. And there's still this bit, London Circuit, they're still doing earthworks. So this is Essex Police in the background. Construction work that's going on, heading towards Northbourne Avenue. With cells in the ground. So they're actually putting in the formwork for the concrete, for the rails. The rails are actually up here, go around the corner, we'll have a quick look at that. Okay, so you can sort of see there's metal rails there, formwork for the concrete, which they've partly covered up with bitumen. And then the rails are there and go around the corner. There's still nothing there until it gets up to, there are some rails at the Ealing District. Okay, so this is where it connects on Northbourne Avenue. There's the Sydney building in the background, the Melbourne building here. You can see that they've extended, that's the existing Ealing Street store. They've got a bit of extra rail here, but then it basically stops until it turns that corner. So yeah, still a fair way to go.